And I'm going to be urging a no vote on this bill, and it's got nothing to do with the issues of safety and protecting our community, because I think everyone, at least I know I am, and I think everyone else is very concerned about making sure that our community is safe. I think the key for me is reasonable. What is reasonable and reasonableness? You know, if you look at the top deaths of children in our community, you're going to look at things like firearm. But I also look at things like overdose and car accidents, and whether or not these reasonable restrictions can also be used at every car dealership or every pharmacy. Are we going to do the exact same thing for all the increases in deaths throughout our community? What is reasonable, and what responsibility should we take? Most certainly, we need to make sure that any policy moving forward is not just reasonable, but achieves the goal, but it also is fair, that it's legal, that it's constitutional, and that it also protects all the law-abiding citizens who enter that business. So I think there's got to be a balance. I think this policy misses that balance. I think that what we could and should be doing is focusing on the existing laws and making sure they're enforced properly. The other concern I have is looking at the fiscal notes of this policy that only applies really to the Attorney General's office. But I'm looking at all the local impacts that we're putting on our law enforcement officers. That cost is not in this bill. All the inspections, all the time reviewing video and now recording, that's not in here. And that's going to be substantial. And we do know that we have a shortage of law enforcement officers in this state. And instead of them being on the streets, protecting us from those committing crimes, they're going to be in legal businesses, watching over citizens conducting legal activities. And that's why I'm a no vote.